I'm keeping this beard to keep me warm in the meantime. So let's kick things off. Let's have some fun. I think we're up to episode 6. I'm a bit upset because I was reading the comments for episode 5, and I think someone might have spoilt a little bit of Invincible for me because they explained the difference between the Battle Lion and Omni-Man. And I am a bit disappointed because it was information that's not available at this part of the show. I can completely understand why people would love to answer the questions that I have, but when it's a blind reaction to something, not all the questions need to be answered. A little bit like if I'm puzzling and grasping at straws as to who the main antagonist of an anime is, that doesn't mean I want you to confirm or deny one of my guesses. It just means that's my guess at that moment, and I'm expressing it using words because that's what people are here for. So I don't want to be that guy and say I'm only going to start uploading episodes on YouTube after I've completely finished watching something to remove that from happening, but it's slowly seeming that way. So please, guys, don't spoil stuff. Don't spoil stuff. I'm a little upset. So if this keeps happening, I'm just going to start uploading reactions on YouTube after I've finished an entire series, which might be after I finish the final season, which will suck for everyone on YouTube, but I don't want to keep getting spoiled. It's getting ridiculous. Guys, come on. Don't do it. Don't do it, especially for a series you love. You're just ruining it for yourself. What the fuck are these subtitles? Holy shit. Turkish, Thai, Telugu, Tamil, Swedish, Russian, Portugal, Brazil, Polish, Dutch, Bokmal, which is Norwegian, Malay, Korean, Japanese, Italian, Indonesian, Hindi, Hebrew, French, Philippine, Finnish, Espana, Latino America, German, Danish, Arabic, English, Jesus. Meanwhile, I can't get this TV show in Australia because Bezos needs to get a penis-shaped rocket to overcompensate for his lack of one. No wonder his wife left him. Let's continue!
Hey, I need my costume back. It's classified, and I want it back.
Am I important to you, Mark?
I'm gonna do better. Maybe if you didn't lose your powers, you might have been there to help the Guardians on their last day.
I'm not even sure I want to do this anymore.
I felt that. Did you guys feel that? Ooh!
I'm not even sure I want to do this anymore.
Welcome to the world of the living, clone.
I need your expertise in tissue growth.
I'm here for you. Whatever you need. You want to talk? I'll listen.
Murder these assholes! No.
Can I just say that Battle Beast, I call Battle Lion, my bad, but Battle Beast just... Battle Beast like, surprise, motherfucker! I'm curious, and don't answer this, but I'm curious if the superheroes of the galaxy that got their butts slaughtered by Omni-Man would have had a chance against Battle Beast. A lot of people keep mentioning that Omni-Man would probably lose against Battle Beast, and I definitely don't want anyone to confirm or deny that, but a little bit like Goku and Frieza, it's one of those fights that I would want to see. Don't tell me who's stronger, I'm just expressing my interest that I would pay to watch the fight, especially the front few seats, which are a splash zone.
I thought Mark would be here tonight.
Ooh!
Really did.
Can I just be honest? Omni-Man was watching that, and I get that he might want his son to, get a wake-up call and stop playing superhero and wake the fuck up to his training because there's people there that could seriously murder him. But at what point was he planning to step in? Was it before or after his son's testicles got, crushed with a mace? I mean, at what point was he planning to, help? I'm just curious. Because, I mean, it seemed to me like he was about to get murdered in the last second. I know Omni-Man's quick, but you get what I mean, right? I mean, even Vegeta stepped in to help Goku. Oh my god, we're going back to the future, aren't we?
Sup, ladies?
What the hell? You scared us, you creep. Why were you hiding in the bushes? Oh my god.
I wasn't hiding in the bushes. I was drinking in the bushes.
This show is racist. It displays the worst qualities of European, Anglo-Saxon white people. And this makes me ashamed of my own people. Not to say that Anglo-Saxons and most Europeans are my people, but yeah. You're drinking in the bushes with that hat on. Like, what are you, Andre Agassi? What is this, the 90s?
But that's not important. What's important is that I'm motherfucking Doug Cheston.
What is that whole I'm Rick voice going on with?
Who?
My dad owns Cheston Pharmaceutical.
Wow, this is the typical my dad's successful, wealthy, rich, therefore I'm somebody. I mean, really? Remember how you raided Anglo-Saxon village with that axe? I'm gonna grow this beard until it looks like I'm about to grab an axe and go to an Anglo-Saxon village. You think this is making them look worse? What to watch another Amazon show? I mean, if this is the pinnacle of what it's like to be a white boy and, you know, white girls, where your parents are successful and your kids go to, what is that? What are those expensive colleges in the US called? Like, Ivy League, that's the one. Ivy League colleges, and this is what they do. They drink in bushes and join sororities and end up on Pornhub. I mean, we need another plague, that's all I'm saying. If this is the pinnacle of being white, we fucked up. We fucked up. Racial superiority, my ass. I don't see anything superior to jack shit. I see a bunch of people that need to be drafted into the military and dropped via parachute into East Germany.
And like half this universe.
Seriously, is that Rick's voice?
Like half this university.
Didn't your dad hike up prices on that baby medicine everyone needs?
Totally, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna inherit all that shit soon, cause my dad's mad old. So, do one, or ideally all of you, wanna have sex tonight and get in on the ground floor of my inheritance?
I'd like to say that this is only in TV shows, but having lived at university and worked for the university and helped keep people like this alive, and trust me, I went to like places after parties and saw a bunch of drunk people on their backs and had to roll them into the recovery position, and a lot of them started vomiting. To date, I count 3 people's lives who I've saved, because I was sitting there on the couch after I rolled them in the recovery position and they started vomiting, and they're all like, where my friends at? And I'm like, your friends left you lying on your back and they went to party elsewhere. You would have died had I not been here. And you know what was the most disappointing thing? Next weekend they were partying with the same people again. And I'm like, fuck it, you can only do so much, right? I mean, I was there that time, but eventually some shit's gonna happen, and it's gonna be, how could this possibly happen? I'm just saying. I mean, at a certain point, Darwinism will take over. Recovery position is when you roll someone on their side. So if they vomit outwards rather than on their back and drowning in their own vomit. That's how people usually die. They start vomiting and it just sort of clogs up the airways and they drown in their own vomit. What a fun way to go.
Ew, no way.
You don't know what you're missing.
Yeah, we so do.
It's me. I'm what you're missing.
And you know what's really sad? I've spoken to a lot of girls at university, and some of them, you know, they come from decent families and whatnot. Well, I say decent, I say, you know, fairly well-off families. And some of them, literally, they're living at university. And I'm like, you know, like, you're well off, right? Your dad's clearly, you've got the penthouse apartment and student accommodation. We're talking $1,000 a week rent, what are you doing here? I flat out sometimes ask them this question. And a few times, they literally told me, I'm just here to find a rich boyfriend. And I'm like, really? Is that what you really want in life? And she's like, yeah, my dad says to find a lawyer or a doctor or like an engineer, get married. That's what I'm here for. I'm like, what are you studying? She's like, oh, I studied whatever I could get in, but I don't care. I'm just here to get a husband. And I'm just like, that's really fucking sad. Oh, wow. Sorry to bring down the mood, but I'm really disappointed as to where Western society and education has gone. Because, yeah, I don't know. As someone that comes from overseas and my family wasn't particularly well off and, I had to study and work 2 jobs and all that, I'm kind of really disappointed by people that have every advantage in life and they squander it like this douchebag. I mean, shit. But then again, wealth doesn't last 3 generations. This guy will piss half of it away and his kids are going to be even worse. So, like, keeping that economy spinning.
Me and my huge trust fund.
All that. Quick, harvest his organs.
Hey, where am I?
No, wait. Hold him ransom. I'm sure Daddy will pay.
Oh, hello. I know. You're confused, but I'm sure you're used to that. Just stay quiet and still.
Did you just insinuate that he's confused about his sexuality, which is why he's overcompensating, talking about his penis? There was this one girl in my high school who admitted openly her goals for the future is to look good and have a rich boyfriend. This is going to sound really sad, but I'm going to say it anyway. When I was in high school, we had a lot of the foreign exchange students in my Serbian class where they were learning English while we were doing Serbian. And I did fuck all in that class because I'm born in Serbia and I could read and write. So I came second in the state by a single mark. The girl next to me came first because she actually did assignments. I didn't care. The point was, there were all these foreign exchange students from China there. And one of these girls, I didn't realize at the time, her dad owned hotel chains. Like, massively rich. I didn't realize because I was never materialistic or anything, but she was wearing like $20,000, $30,000 watches. Her handbags were like 10, 15 grand. I didn't even know what these labels were at the time. And she sort of had a thing for me. But she was one of these girls from China that had like blonde hair. You know that I'm from China, but I'm trying to look white sort of look? You know, the blonde, yellowish hair? And trying to stay as pale as possible and all that sort of thing. So I wasn't really into her, but she was sort of into me, but I wasn't. And then afterwards, like at the end of year 12 and whatnot, and we all went to university. And like one of my friends was like, you should have really hooked up with her. Her dad owns hotels. Like you could have just autopiloted through life. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, didn't you not notice the $35,000 watch? And I'm like, the what? He's like, you didn't notice the whatever the fuck handbags and stuff. And I'm like, no? What is that stuff? And they're like, dude, you're an idiot. Looking back on it, a funny story, but I was just like, damn, I could have been like a trophy husband. I could have just, you know what I mean? I could have been a trophy husband. And it wasn't even, she probably wasn't even into me because of my personality. Let's face it, I was a piece of shit. But it was the whole, he's white. It's like, seriously? Objectification is a thing on both sides. The way he got kidnapped reminded me of Dexter Morgan. Please say it's cartoon Dexter thing. Oh man, rich kids get kidnapped all the time. There was a private school sort of close to the area where I worked, and the kids there were worth money, and they had private security. They had their people picking them up from school in the cars were not only chauffeurs, but they were like their bodyguards. These being rich and showing off that you're rich is considered unclassy because it's, well, let's face it, unclassy. Really rich people try to keep it incognito because it makes them a target. They wouldn't post their movements on social media and where they go to eat every lunch and stuff like that because That's just stupid. That's just stupid. That's one way to get kidnapped. The relationship probably wouldn't have lasted. Probably not, but you know what I mean, right? It's a funny story because of that. It would have been funny. Like, I mean, let's face it, she wasn't the sharpest tool in the shed. That was one of the reasons why I wasn't into her. But she was purely materialistic. All she would do is play on her phone all day. Because she probably knew she doesn't need to do anything university or school. She was set for life. Her dad owns hotel resorts, man. Like, she's set for life. Like, if all of that got sold and invested properly, I don't know, 20% in shares, the rest in real estate, would have been fine. She'd probably end up being a mean bitch tossing you around. That's the vibe she gave off. And I was like, yeah, nah. I mean, she was all right, but she wasn't attractive enough for that type of behavior. And even so, I wouldn't put up with it for long. You know what I mean? Hot crazy scale. There's a certain balance of how much you're willing to put up with depending on how hot someone is. And the same thing happens for guys. I've spoken to plenty of girls. A guy can be a big asshole and a douchebag and everything as long as he's equally hot. But at a certain point, there's a tipping point where they're not attractive enough for that personality. And that's one of my favorite jokes. It's like, you're not hot enough for that attitude. Or you're not pretty enough for that mouth. Man, the look on people's faces when they hear that, they're just like, oh no, you didn't.
Soon you'll be feeling better than ever.
What? What's going on?
You're going through a
This is Rick.
metamorphosis, a miracle that will take you from useless boil on the behind of this crooked world to a brave explorer charting a shining future for all humanity.
Nerd!
Has anyone seen what's it called? It's Hannibal Lecter. It's not Red Dragon. It's Silence of the Lambs. You're going through a transformation. Do you see? Do you see?
Talks like that. You do. You're a nerd.
Alright, guys, do me a favor. If you ever kidnap, do not antagonize your captor. Whatever you do, do not antagonize your captor. Try to be as friendly as you can to them to make them feel sorry for you. Antagonizing them, not a good thing. Definitely not. Especially your torturer. Do not antagonize your torturer. That is not the way to go.
Hey! Let me up, asshole! If this is some joke or some weird sex shit, my dad's gonna sue you into the Stone Age.
Going by how flat the bulge is here, I'd say you're a little pee-pee. You've probably been using too many steroids since you were in high school trying to get that build. I'd start with the eyes. Start with the eyes. You know, you can actually dissect... I remember in science class dissecting a bullseye and actually removing the iris, like the little layer, without puncturing the eye. It can be done. I wonder if you could do the same thing with humans' eyes. Do it! Do it now! God, it's Friday. We're already kicking things off with the whole deep end.
Jesus! Oh shit!
Okay, so that's what he means by transformation. Holy shit. Alright. Fuck.
What the fuck is that?
No histrionics, please.
What the fuck did you do?
Holy shit, he's in Metal Gear Solid 5.
I'll be forced to.
Oh my god!
I think we can all agree you're better without vocal cords. And don't worry about those prototypes. You're going to be different. You're going to be beautiful. You're going to be in...
Make a hole!
Keep moving. Careful.
Prep OR 3, 6, and 8.
I'm gonna stop talking.
Clamp that vein. Keep an eye on that bleed.
I've got multiple skull fractures and cranial swelling.
He's convulsing. Keep her airway clear. These numbers don't make any sense. Watch out. Start transfusions immediately. 1, 2, 3. She's drowning in her own blood. Get her intubated now.
I mean, if a guy's got a scalpel and he's gonna do some shit to you, you better hope he's a nerd. Cause nothing worse than someone that doesn't know what they're doing with a scalpel. Drowning in your own blood? Like your own puke. Hey man, drowning in general is not a fun way to go. You better hope you pass out before your lungs get heavy. Mum spaghetti. And I'm not wearing a sweater.
The same lead?
Blood pressure's cratering.
Someone get Dr. Barclay in here. I'm getting a line started. Find out what kind of blood she can take. needle won't go in.
I've studied Monster Girl's physiology extensively. Please stand aside.
What? Get him out of here! Security!
You can attempt to remove me, you may even succeed. But then she dies. Or you can assist me and we can save her life. Choose now. Shh. I'm here. Monster Girl's only hope is if we can activate her innate healing abilities. Begin a saline infusion of 2% belladonna root, 5% wolfsbane.
I was gonna say, does she not have healing abilities in that form? Because, I mean, we've seen her use it before.
We don't have that.
Get some goddamn wolfsbane. Isn't that also used as an old school poison? What would I know about poisons? Now get Chop Chop!
And get it. Nanosutures.
He's fibrillating.
Clear. Again. Going to max charge. One more time. Damn it. Hell?
What just happened?
I have no idea.
Did his suit just absorb the electricity in the area?
This is bad. He's got a hole all the way through it.
Careful.
Pulse is dropping, people. On it.
Spinal damage seems likely.
Thank God whatever tore him up was sharp.
Alright, here's the question. At what point was he actually gonna step in? Was it before the spinal damage, or was it after the mace to the testicles? Like, if his son was literally decapitated and his head was on a turtle riding through New Mexican desert, would he have intervened? Yes, that was a reference to Breaking Bad, but you get my point. At what point would he have fucking intervened? Like, what the hell?
Mark?
Stop messaging me, it's Friday. I don't want to be a friend on Friday.
Sweetheart.
I knew you'd pull through.
How long was I out?
6 days.
6 days? No. No, I was supposed to, Amber.
It's okay. I covered for you.
Okay, pro thing. If you're in the ICU for 6 days and you were comatose, that is a reasonable excuse for missing a date. Not checking your watch isn't. This kid seems to know absolutely nothing about women.
Told her you got hit by a bus.
Yeah, that works. Hit by a bus.
Which, from the looks of you, isn't far off.
Black Samson?
I fell down a flight of stairs.
Monster Girl?
Still unconscious. It's not your fault.
I mean, on Omni-Man's side, it makes perfect sense letting them beat up his son because it makes him less suspicious, as it seems that someone's targeting superheroes. Okay. But at the same time, pretty shitty parenting on your part. What if he was permanently injured? What if you sustained brain damage? What if you lost the spine? Like, how powerful is your recovery?
Dark blood crack yet?
You know him. He barely talks when he wants to.
Let me take a swing. I'll make him talk.
As fascinating as it would be to watch an unstoppable force meet an immovable object,
Ha! Dark Knight, I like it.
I prefer to keep these kind of things in-house.
Did he do it? Did he murder the Guardians?
We don't know. What's more interesting to me is why he would do it.
He's a demon. Is your why?
If you guys ever watch The Dark Knight again, seriously, one of my favorite movies of all time, Two things that I will point out for you guys, you probably know it already, but in the Joker scene in the hospital when he's talking to Harvey Dent, his thumb is on the hammer of the revolver. You pull the trigger, won't fire. Second one, piece of broken glass which he uses to hold the cop hostage in the interrogation room was actually on the wall behind him when he was sitting down. He literally drew the guy in to attack him. Joker's actually pretty good in hand-to-hand, which you could tell from one of the opening scenes where it literally drops the guy on the table and with pinpoint accuracy gets the pencil in his eye socket. I'm sorry, but that kind of aim isn't just sloppy luck. The guy's definitely got some form of military training. Which is why I like the theory that he's a retired war veteran, because the example he uses about the bus load of soldiers getting blown up being part of the plan, and the way that he knows how to do the Marine formation during the funeral, it's just, I don't know, he's just got that vibe to him, you know? I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking it. That's what I love so much about the movie. He's a great villain because he doesn't have an origin story. The story's all over the place, and he changes it depending who's telling it to. That's what makes him a great villain. Not everything needs an explanation. It just needs to keep itching at the back of your mind. Anyway, sorry for me fanboying. That's like one of my favorite movies of all time because it's so well executed. Even the mask in the opening scene is actually the original Joker mask from one of the movies back in the 60s. There's so much love that went into that movie that it's not even funny. It's just a great movie overall.
I thought I knew him. That's all. Mark never told you he was taking on Machine Head all by his lonesome?
Yeah, he told me. Told me he wasn't going to take the bait. What's so funny about that?
You're the most powerful man on the planet, but even your kid won't listen to you. What, this doesn't happen on Viltrum?
No, it doesn't.
Mark's a human teenager, Nolan. It's what they do. It's reassuring, really.
You do look like you got run over.
Yeah, it's me. The guy doesn't know how traffic lights work.
I still can't believe you wouldn't let me see you in the hospital.
Yeah, they had weird rules about visitors. Eve only knew I was there because she heard from William. What?
I'd basically already dumped you that night.
I know, and I've thought a lot about that these last couple of days.
Sorry, I muted because I didn't want people hearing my chewing. Sorry about that. I was just saying, she already dumped you at that point, but now she's starting to feel a bit guilty because she didn't check up on you to figure out that you actually didn't screw up, but rather were actually injured. So now she's, going through this whole thing. I'm overthinking this, but I'm having more fun with this than I should. I'm not even into this type of shit, but I'm actually enjoying this dynamic for the shits and giggles. I don't know why. It's a great breakaway from, people getting mutilated and getting beaten half to death. It's the very human side of being a teenager. Not knowing what you're doing, being awkward about it and all that shit. I don't know. It's just funny in a cringy way.
Remember when I first called you? After you made Todd give me your number?
Yeah?
I was terrified, and I could barely talk straight, and I messed it all up. But you let me start over.
And?
Can we do that again? Start over?
I mean, she let you in a room, didn't she? Maybe I'm reading into it too much, but you're kind of halfway there.
You're right. Yeah, I don't deserve to start over.
Hey, handsome Mark Grayson. I'm glad you've still got that pretty face of yours.
Me too. So, wanna hang out sometime?
Sure.
Both ways, Mark. You need to look both ways before you cross the street. Did you skip kindergarten the day they taught that?
Hey man, I look both ways on a one-way street. I don't trust people for shit.
Yes, so? Hey, we haven't hung out for a while. We should...
Because someone's the king of excuses. I've got to study. I need to help my dad with work. I'm infectious. Blah, blah, blah.
Okay. Well, there's no school on Friday. Let's catch a movie or something.
Love to, can't. Remember Rick?
The guy you couldn't stop talking about last summer?
You make it sound like I was obsessed or something. Anyway, he's at Upstate U. I'm going for a tour on Friday. Staying over. They have a very handsome pre-med program. Did I say handsome? I meant world class, but also handsome.
Can I come?
What?
I want to come.
Okay.
And I
What a third wheeler. Take a hint, damn it.
want to bring Amber.
Hold on.
Please, William. I need this.
What a cock block. What a cock block.
Eve!
Not cool, bro.
Come in.
Mark, I wanted you
I never got to thank you for talking to Amber when I was hurt, so... Thanks.
going somewhere?
Oh, this guy William's crushing on goes to Upstate U.
I mean, even when I'm driving and I have a green light, I check. You wouldn't imagine the amount of people that run a red light because they're in a hurry. You know, if I go ahead and they hit me from the side, they're probably going to hit me from the passenger side. But you never know. I might get hit from the driver's side. And if I get hit from the driver's side, I'm dead. The idiot that ran the light isn't going to get injured. I'm going to get injured, which is what pisses me off about the scenario. People are idiots. It's just, I don't know. Yeah, like, fuck me. Especially city drivers. Jesus Christ. The amount of times I've had to swerve to dodge people. I was driving up the street from my house and some idiot from the sidewalk on a bike literally went onto the street from one pavement onto another without even looking. I swerved, missed him, ended up hitting my car into a few bins. He didn't even acknowledge to say sorry or something. He just kept going. And I'm like, are you fucking joking? I could have run into you and I would have been fine because your stupid ass went from the sidewalk. And if I hit you, it's not my fault because you shouldn't have done that, you idiot. But still, you know, you want to dodge. But what pisses me off is didn't even do shit. He's just like, eh. In hindsight, I should have just run him over and, you know, ask his family to use their life insurance to fix my car.
William's going for a tour, and I convinced him to let
Bloody
me and
idiot.
Amber tag along.
Oh.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry. If you want to come, that's totally cool. I'm just trying to start over with Amber, you know?
Stop using the word come in this context, you motherfucker. Say go.
Show her I'm serious this time.
It's okay. I'm skipping college anyway.
What?
Why are you being mean to the girl? She clearly has feelings for you and you're talking to her about another girl. That is so mean. That is unbelievably cruel. Stop that, you... Just...
Why? Your grades are way better than mine.
When I was at the community center with Amber, something clicked for me. I
He's
think
oblivious.
I can
He
help
is.
more people by just helping them, you know? I don't have to wait for some alien invasion or the lizard league's next attack.
Maybe he's a sociopath like his father.
I can irrigate deserts, stop natural disasters, bring food to the starving. You know, make a real difference.
Yeah, I get it.
Are you telling me that you don't need a formal education in order to bring value to the world and put food on the table? Are you saying that the whole formal education system is a scam to get people indebted at a young age and make them slaves to a wage? Wow. Mind-blowing.
Huh. Thought you'd try and talk me out of it. Rex would have.
I really messed up downtown. Black Samson and Monster Girl almost died because of me.
Can't we just call him Samson? Why does it matter that he's black? You racist fuck.
So, I get it. Maybe fighting off alien invasions isn't in either of our futures. Maybe we both need a fresh start.
Mark? William and Amber are here.
I mean, if you had a hot girl crushing for you, you wouldn't assume she likes you, especially if she's special. The weird thing that I discovered living at university was I don't keep female friends that I consider attractive. Reason being, keep them as friends, it makes it difficult to make a move afterwards if you want to. Another thing, whenever I did it, it would turn awkward because they would either try to make a move on me when I wasn't interested or... yeah, so as a rule of thumb, I don't keep attractive female friends. Like, they can be friends of friends, and they can be acquaintances, but they won't be my friends. because, yeah, I don't want that murky water getting weird. It gets weird. I've had these awkward things where I've tried to be friends with someone, and it's like, oh yeah, you know, us, like her and someone else and her friend are going to something. You want to hang with us? It's like, yeah, cool, why not? And I turn up, and it's like, oh, she said she couldn't make it. And then they tried to turn it into like an awkward date thing, and I'm like, hang on a minute. And then it progresses in such a way that you're like, hang on, I see what you're doing here. And then it hits that whole awkward and I'm like, I'm not interested. And then the whole thing goes weird. And then apparently I'm the jerk for not being interested. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm not dealing with this shit. No attractive female friends. If I have an attractive female around, it's one that I'm making a move on. If I'm not making a move on them, they're not around. So problem solved. Guys are so much easier to deal with. They're nice and stupid. And I like that sometimes. They're like sheep and rams. When they don't like you, they'll just hit you. And it's easy because you know where you stand with them. Females, on the other hand, it's so fucking complicated. It's just, yeah, nah. And even if you try to have like a serious, transparent conversation, there's so much ambiguity and nah. Just nah.
Okay, Mom. So where are you?
Girls are like the wind. I like that in more ways than one. Like the wind. I need to rewatch that again.
You okay?
Yeah, fine. Just sore.
Come on, Slowpoke. Let's hit the road.
Why would you do that in a car?
Don't have too much fun.
No drinking, no drugs,
No teen pregnancy.
and no sex.
Oh! I like her. I like him, and I like him. He's like devastated. She's like, what do you think I am? He's like, I wouldn't even know where to begin. And he's like, then what's the point of going to college?
No sex. Got it. I'll take good care of them, Mrs. Grayson.
Ew, he's driving an automatic. Get that shit out of here. He almost killed the passenger. Yeah, sure, let him just go. Why not? You can always make another one. You're still young enough.
Tell me more about this Rick guy.
Oh, man. I can't wait for you to meet him. He's like, first of all, tall. Amazing hair, thick as a horse's mane.
That's good?
Yes. Rick's style? Incredible. A perfect combo of street and prep. Did I mention his teeth? Little white bricks of joy.
Going out?
That's the fun thing. I've met some girls that are like, the hairier, the better. And other ones that are like, is that hair on your chest? Ew! And I'm just like, I give up.
Need to pick up some dry cleaning. Something for dinner. That won't be long.
Oh, come along.
You're on a deadline for the book. Isn't that what you told me, or was I mistaken?
No, that's right.
Then you've got work to do, don't you?
That's the thing with women. When they're angry at you, they won't tell you that they're angry. When guys are upset about something, they'll like tell you about it. You'll know they're upset. Whereas girls will be like, no, everything's fine. It's like, what is it? Oh, you don't remember? And it's like, oh my God. You know, it's like trying to defuse a Claymore mine in a microwave with a pair of plastic forks. It's gonna end badly one way or another.
I mean, can a person even have an 8-pack? Anywho,
You technically can. Go on.
I don't want to bore you guys anymore about Rick. Ooh, except that
We get it. You're in love with the guy.
What? No. I mean, Rick's amazing, but love him? No. Oh my God, here he comes.
William! Come here.
Did you just park in the middle of the walkway?
What's up, Rick? These are my friends, Mark and Amber.
We've heard so much about you.
Hey, nice to meet you guys. Let me grab your bags. I got my dorm room all set up for us.
Yeah, that's right. Sheesh. I like the way you talk to me.
It's gonna be a great weekend.
Wait, I thought you were the bottom. Why are you looking at his ass? Or are you a power bottom? Don't ask how I know that.
I just don't understand why you can't do your new superhero helping job from here. You know why.
Samantha! Samantha!
The back door's still there. I need a fresh start, somewhere new, somewhere that's not here. What about
She could fucking make a fortune being a property developer. Why does she even need a formal education? She could build shit out of shit. Literally. She could solve the problem of waste and turn it into something useful. What a wasted talent going and getting an arts degree and turning into a socialist.
school or college? Got enough credits to graduate, and college can wait.
Samantha! I'm not gonna watch you ruin your life on some hippy-dippy find-yourself bullshit.
Adam!
I mean it. This is the opposite of what you should be doing with your
And
life.
what would that be, Dad?
You want a fresh start? Give up this superhero crap. You can't save the world, Samantha. It's gonna get you killed. The worst day of my life is when you got powers.
Wow, that hurts much more than I thought it would.
I just want what's best for you. A normal life. A house, a husband.
So, are you talking about what's best for her or what's best for you?
Kids.
That's what's best for you, Dad.
You know what? I'm gonna stop talking. She's got this.
Not for me.
Samantha! You get your feet back on the ground now!
Bye, Mom. Bye, Dad.
Samantha!
Parenting. No wonder our generation's so fucked up.
Place is pretty cool. It's also one of the best med schools in the country. That's why I arranged a little biology class sit-in for you guys.
Wait, who's missing?
You're still thinking pre-med,
Alright, so this guy's missing and this guy's missing.
right, William? Yep. He remembered.
Are you on internet? Why did I instinctively see that? I mean, I didn't go on foreign exchange to other countries, but I hung out with the foreign exchange students in Australia. And I'll tell you what, fucking awesome people. Half of them are just here to party. Not gonna complain. Career fairs are bullshit.
May look the same from the outside, but the chance of heart failure doubles with each decade of life. What can we do about that? Eat better? Sure. Exercise helps. Drugs? But fundamentally, our parts wear out.
Drugs? Yeah, isn't that gonna fuck your liver though?
Our focus is therefore on extending quality of life, even if we can't extend life itself.
Oh, please.
Ah, Mr. Sinclair. Once again, it seems you have an opinion to share.
I have the truth to share.
Who's the dick?
D.A. Sinclair. He's here on a genius grant, and make sure everyone knows it.
When you want to travel quickly, you don't run. You get in a car. When you need to fly to another country, you don't flap your arms. You get on a plane.
We're all aware how travel works, Mr. Sinclair. Your point?
All human failings are simply engineering challenges crying out to be solved. We're machines, and the sooner we recognize that, the sooner we'll reach our true potential.
Dramatic much?
I'm sorry.
I'm not. You're being a jerk.
What's your problem, Sinclair?
My problem? My problem is this school of idiots. MIT courted me. Yale offered me a lab.
You should take it.
What are you doing here then?
You're impressive, Rick. Muscular, assertive, classic alpha male. Hey, don't say those compliments to him.
Mr. Sinclair, you can return when you're ready to learn.
Then I'll see you at exams, Rick.
Big fish in a small pond, much?
As I was saying, quality of life, not quantity.
If you ever want to watch something which is really good, watch what's called The Last Lecture. It's about a university lecturer that has terminal cancer. and he gives a presentation to his students about all the life lessons that he's sort of picked up on the way and things that he wishes he knew when he was younger. It's kind of sad because it's his final lecture, but he has some very good points about life in general and ways of looking at things. I highly recommend it. I watched it back in high school. It's like...
Well, I like the view. Start.
Was it just me, or was that DA guy checking you out?
She's one with the wind. She has become the wind. Man, the amount of shit she could do with her power. Like, she could change. She could just go to a third world country and build entire communities for the disenfranchised and the impoverished. She could go to a place that's been hit with a tsunami and repair the place within a day. I mean... Why the fuck would a talent like that be wasted on a formal education? That is stupid.
I bet you have that problem a lot. Please. I feel sorry for him. He needs friends more than anything.
That is so evolved of you.
You okay? You don't still have a concussion or something you haven't told me about, do you?
What?
That guy's finding everything the other guy's saying is interesting because he has the hots for him. A quick way to find out whether or not someone has a thing for you is by telling lame jokes. If they keep laughing, it's a sign. You're not funny, let's face it. I mean, you could be funny, but you're not that funny.
No. I'm good.
She's a walking philosopher's stone.
If you
Indeed.
two want some time to wander, we can meet back here in a few hours.
That's a great idea. See you both back here in a while. It's okay if you're late.
Come on, let's go see what this place is really like.
They are lazy. Why'd you just invert the same painting? I want a Costco hot dog. Motherfuckers. Those things are actually, well, not the best, but like, it's $1. The pizza's not bad though. The barbecue chicken one. Man, in Japan they have clam chowder in Costco. It's like $3 clam chowder. So good.
You're all smiles now.
Yeah, I guess I kind of like it here.
It's okay. A bit too fancy, maybe. But I hear they do have a good social justice program.
Oh God!
What do you think about coming here? Together, I mean.
If you want that to happen, you need to get your grades up, Mark Grayson. You're aware you need to apply to college, right?
I'm serious. I think this is what I want.
You know, when you start a sentence with I think, you automatically murder 90% of any romance in it.
This is what I want. You and me here, together.
Okay.
Really?
Sure, why not?
Hey, lovebirds. Did you have a good time? Oh! What the hell is that?
Holy shit.
It's RoboCop! With one eye, but you get what I mean.
God! Get back! Everybody get back!
Hurry!
Guys! Help me!
Come on!
Seriously? So he's gonna play the whole I'm gonna keep it a secret card and let a few people die? Pussy.
William! Get away from him, you bastard!
He's got a good throw. I mean, he just landed 3 cans. He's doing the whole Darth Vader thing.
Mark!
It's the Great Saiyan Man! I mean, you would think the hair is the dead giveaway. Ooh! Dragon Ball Z style, like it. Oh, he's durable. Ooh! Ooh! Not your day, is it? Use your legs! What are you doing? Did he just Arnold Schwarzenegger himself in that movie about the Thing? And did he just hostile himself like that girl that jumped in front of a train after she saw her reflection in the train? Damn. I'm seeing all the source material here.
What the hell?
Do you know who that robot is? That asshole rich kid with the small penis?
Holy shit. You're invincible. You are...
Shh, hey, please! You can't tell anyone.
I can't believe this. It all makes sense now. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Shut up.
Are you okay? No, I'm definitely not okay. I mean, I am okay. I'm just... Wow.
Who was that?
Don't say it. Don't say
That
it.
was Invincible.
William,
Manvincible.
you saved my life.
What? Me? I mean, yes. Of course I did. You're welcome.
Guys, the police are on their way.
Where the hell did you go?
I ran for help. I tried to get security, but there wasn't anyone.
Lying piece of
Wait,
shit.
no. This isn't what it looks like.
You took off. You left us here with that thing.
Amber, no. That's not what happened.
You said you wanted to start over. You said that. You promised. Even Eve vouched for you, and then you do this? Eve was wrong about you.
At a certain point, you gotta realize that you're gonna have to eventually tell her. I mean, you're eventually gonna have to tell her. You're eventually gonna have to tell her. So, I mean, you've delayed it enough. Are you gonna tell her, or are you gonna keep complicating the situation further?
So was I.
Wait! Amber!
I turn my back for 1 second and the ungrateful half-wit slips away. That's it. That's the last time I leave anyone's frontal lobe intact.
So you're gonna blame the guy for escaping, but not blame yourself for making it easy for him to escape. True genius. Putting the blame on someone else.
Classic alpha male.
Were you born without a penis or something? Like, what the fuck's wrong with this guy? Classic alpha male. I mean, what are you doing with the body parts that you're removing? Are you keeping them for your personal pleasure? Is that what you do? I mean, what the fuck? Creepy motherfucker. Where's she gonna recharge her phone from? How does she get internet out here? It's in the middle of Whoop Whoop. There's no way they have a satellite for coverage in the middle of a rainforest.
I don't like those interferon counts. We need to do something about that. My God.
What the fuck?
Those are normal levels for Monster Girl. She has a curse, not a disease. When she was injured, I immediately dispatched a drone to the Arctic. This is a cerulean cosmos. It contains a unique molecule that I believe will add 60% to her chances of survival. It was well guarded. Use biomass sonification to extract the primary compounds, then call me for isolation and purification.
You really care for her?
Samson, good to see you awake. And yes, I do.
You're a machine. How does a machine have emotions?
I'm programmed to care for all humans.
I beg to differ. You didn't get your ass whooped in the Arctic for me. So I take it we won?
That look. Oh boy.
Thanks for coming. Can I get you a drink or something? You want to sit first, catch up?
Thanks, Art, but...
I know. Just trying to put it off. I spent the last few days going over it top to bottom, like you asked.
Show me.
You sure, Deb? See these flecks? They look like gold, but they're much harder. I've only seen them one other place.
War woman's armor.
Sodium crystals.
Aquarius.
Those are from Darkwing's throwing weapons. He's tangled with a few of my other clients.
Are those burns?
Friction burns. From something moving real fast.
Red Rush. Okay, this only proves Nolan and the Guardians fought. Maybe they attacked him first. Maybe he was trying to protect their legacy.
Maybe. But there's also this. Blood begins to oxidize when exposed to air. I can measure it. See how long since it was spilled. This is the oldest blood on the suit. Nolan struck first.
I love how she's rationalizing. She's decided that he didn't do it, and she's grasping at literal straws to try to justify her predetermined conclusion. It's pretty... I mean, it's like parents rationalizing that their kids aren't bad. My kid couldn't have done it, sort of thing.
Tell anyone. Not Cecil. No one.
Debbie, I'm too scared to tell anyone.
Oh, shit! He's gonna interrogate the guy that makes the suit.
Amber, I was trying to help. There's no way I'm sharing a room with you tonight.
Well, that's my bedroom, but okay. That's cool. Mark, you can bunk out here with us.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Sorry about this. Oh, don't sweat it. I'll go down to the store and grab some beer. Maybe by then things will cool down and we can get this weekend back on track. Sound good?
I'll stay here. Make sure they don't murder each other.
Are you kidding me? Shh! I feel gross. I'm taking a shower.
Just, tell her. This bastard already knows.
You're invincible! Not now, man. Sorry, but holy shit, you're invincible!
Apparently not after Battle Beast.
And you never told me.
Wait, so she can regrow trees? We've just solved our climate problem. Why is she not doing shit about that? And we've just solved world hunger. She could build melon trees in Mordor. Why does she need college?
Your progress is satisfactory.
Satisfactory? You know how hard it is to grow cells this quickly?
Yes, that's why I hired you.
Exactly. Now, what's it for? And whose DNA did you steal?
Your work doesn't require answers to those questions.
Maybe. Maybe not. But our work does require payment.
When it's complete.
Then we might just leak liquid ammonia into the growth chamber. New cells don't like liquid ammonia. Old cells don't like it either.
You will receive the schematics when you finish your work, and not a moment sooner.
Yeah, whatever. Fine. We'll call you. Trust him? Then we need some insurance. Grab a shovel.
How long have you been a superhero?
Grab a You know, people keep making all these things about how do you tell that someone's your real friend? Well, real friends take calls at 3 a.m., don't ask questions, and bring a shovel.
William! 3 months? 6 months? Longer? Stop! I'm your best friend. Best friends don't not tell best friends they're superheroes. Take me flying.
No, I don't even want to be invincible anymore.
Shut your mouth. You being a superhero is the coolest thing that's ever happened to me. Amber will forgive you. She always does.
I'm not so sure this time.
Yeah.
Dweeb.
Now take me flying or I'm going to tell everyone you're invincible. Sorry, not sorry.
Take him flying over the Arctic Ocean and drop him. Why is there a German flag? Maybe the other guy's German. Just a thought. He is blonde with blue eyes. Just saying. Wait a minute. That isn't exactly accurate after 1944. Close enough.
There, okay? Can I try it on? What? Your suit. Can I try it?
Absolutely not.
And if he borrows it, you're gonna get it back and it's gonna be all sticky and shit. Oh no, she's gonna get kidnapped.
Sorry. Didn't mean to scare you.
It's fine.
Anyway, I'm Kyle.
Good for you.
Why does he have the same
I'm
hairdo?
sorry. I'm Amber.
Low-key mega party at our house tonight?
A fraternity.
Yeah, but like the okay kind that isn't super douchey.
Is there a kind?
Yo, you guys hungry? Should I grab some pizza or something?
Love it. No mushrooms, please.
Everything okay with the lovebirds? Yikes. Well, I'll be back soon and we can deal with that.
Well, he just got kidnapped.
Hello? Mark! Amber!
She just left. Got invited to some party.
Oh shit, should I have gone after her?
Oh, you fucking douche. I'm just doing that typical thing of revenge sex.
Get up. Something happened to Rick. We were on the phone and it cut off. We need to look for him.
I need to go after Amber. What? Just call him back.
He's not answering.
Typical superhero.
You don't want my help. Every time I try to be a hero, I make things worse.
What if it's that thing from earlier?
You saw me kill it.
It killed itself.
Whatever. It's dead. Look, call me if you really can't find Rick, but I gotta go after Amber first. Sorry.
And what are you gonna do? Awkwardly stare at her from the other side of the room while she gets groped by another guy? Like, what are you gonna do?
That's the weird thing.
In the original comic, it shows Mark and William doing the fly thing, but Mark says this is so gay, and well, you can see why they cut that. I mean, how were they flying? Was William riding him like a pony?
I feel better than ever. Almost like before I lost my powers. Maybe I should get my ass kicked more often.
Then rejoin the team at Guardians HQ. I will remain here until Monster Girl recovers.
Yeah. Alright. See you later.
sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, it's okay. You just scared me.
Awake is good.
Did we win?
Black Samson asked the same question. Yes, we won. In great part due to your sacrifice.
Thank God. How's everyone else?
You want to hear a really fucked up thing? You know all those heroes that sacrifice themselves to try to give people a decisive victory or stall for time or hold the line? They will never know if their sacrifice amounted to anything. They just have to go on blind faith.
Or was I the only loser who got the shit kicked out of him?
Everyone else is fine. Concerned about you, but fine. I'm happy you're awake. Your recovery was tenuous at times.
You stayed with me?
I never left.
That's cute in a real parental sort of way, but I'm suspicious of the robot as to what he actually wants. Don't get me wrong, I think it's good to care about your people, but my question is, why do you want the people in the first place? Yeah, I overthink things a lot. It's a nightmare. I'm not allowed to talk about what I think while watching movies. I figure things out too often.
Tell me where you at in your location. We got drinks and we kill 'em by the cases. I don't remember names.
I remember hearing this story of these parents dropping off their daughters to college, and people basically had banners from the frat houses that said, "Thank you for bringing your daughters."
Rick? Rick!
That's...
Hey, Amber, right? You showed.
You know what's funny? In California, they designed straws that change color if someone's put date rape drugs in them. And then they banned straws in California. Good old Hollywood. Oh yeah, that's not suspicious at all. Let's just go down the manhole.
Rick?
Yeah, let's just fucking go down the manhole where there's absolutely no reception in the peak dark. Why not? Oh yeah, let's just jump in the shit while we're at it.
Rick? Are you there? Rick?
At a certain point, I mean, Darwinism alive and well, ladies and gentlemen. Half the idiots that die in horror movies are just that. Were these people just fucking standing outside the entire time? The scene literally has not changed. She's been holding the same cup for like, how long? And this fucker's just been sitting there attentively this entire time.
And you dressed him in plaid. You know, he had to wear that suit when he met the president.
Well, let that be a lesson to you. Never piss off your tailor.
What's the matter, Art? You seem a little nervous.
No, just tired. Lots of repairs this week.
I bet. It's funny how quickly things can fall apart. One day it seems like you have all the time in the world, and then the next, it's gone.
Oh.
Don't listen to me. I just wanted to swing by and make sure our partnership is still going strong. Like you said, never piss off your tailor, right?
Oh, shit.
She said the thing so good, baby girl don't wanna share. Way I put it on her, you would think she wanna wear. Wide body frame like an Instagram flick. 7 twice hard, come
It's not all parties. There's a ton of great programs here. The profs are solid, the labs are new. What?
You're a little nerdy for a frat guy.
My girlfriend says the same thing.
That fucking face. Look at that face. Can I get that replay? Can I get that replay? Can I get that fucking replay, please? Replay.
What?
You're a little nerdy for a frat guy.
This is I'm interested. Followed by.
My girlfriend says the same thing.
Oh my god, we've all been there. We have all been there, ladies and gentlemen.
She's transferring here next semester. I miss her a ton.
Look at the face go from, oh yeah, to wait, what? To what the fuck am I doing here?
Apps are new. What?
Why is this screen so big? What the fuck just happened? Why is there two ambers? What the hell is going on?
You're a little nerdy for a frat guy.
My girlfriend says the same thing. She's transferring here next semester. I miss her a ton.
Internal screaming. Ah! I'm gonna be honest. As soon as a girl mentions boyfriend, like, I stop hearing the words that follow that. They just turn off. It literally, my ears just close. It's like, boyfriend, I'm just like... I've on several occasions literally just walked away after that moment. Just like literally walked away. Ah!
You seen anyone?
She's just drinking, like, don't be awkward.
I was.
Seriously, this is just awkward. What? You came to the party just to gawk at her? I mean, dude. Ah, that's just worse.
Not now, William.
Yeah, superhero.
I can't hear you. I'll see you back at Rick's door.
Save my best friend from getting murdered by a one-eyed robot, or stare at my ex-girlfriend from across the room awkwardly. Let me process this. Dweeb.
What did you do with Rick?
I mean, I get that you're making them into cyborgs because you're saying that humans, you know, their bodies will fail after a time, but why are you going with one eye? Don't humans use two for depth perception? Are you, in this case, having a built-in thing and using a lens? Like, how are you... Why are you... Why? And why is it 3 fingers? I mean, is 5 too much? You don't want them using a keyboard? Like, what's the go here?
Why, the same thing I'm about to do with you.
Shit.
William!
Why would you think that would work? Why would he be there? He's not going to swim in the water.
William? What did you do with William?
That's going to be important later. He broke his phone.
a few small improvements. Mark! Invincible! He's turning people into those things!
You don't say!
You make me sound like a monster. I'm not turning people into anything. I'm fixing humanity's weaknesses.
I mean, then why haven't you fixed your own? Just saying.
Oh my god! Rick? Stop! Don't do this! It's no use appealing to his emotions. I removed them myself. No! Ah!
That's not how the brain works. You can remove a part of the brain and the other part's going to slowly start overcompensating for the missing part and start working the same way. You can't just remove an entire emotion by giving it a lobotomy. But anyway, what would I know?
Rick, it's us. It's me. We met last year at the lake. Remember last summer? The boathouse? It changed my life, Rick. I know it changed yours too. We had sex by the water. It was the best thing that ever happened to me. Oh, that's a tad personal. No!
Oh, I thought he was going to go for the penis.
Yes, Rick, it's me. Help us. Are you crying? No, no, stop! You'll ruin yourself. You brutes have set humanity back decades.
How do you figure that? As soon as he mentioned sex, the guy's memories came back. I mean, accurate.
You're not going anywhere, asshole. Ah!
What, you could use the arm that was just cut? Sure you
Don't
are.
you understand? This is about progress, science, saving the human race from disease.
Ooh. Question, how did he perform the surgery so quickly?
I'm sorry. Just lost it. Don't beat yourself up. I would have done the same thing.
What? You broke the guy's jaw. I mean, considering what you can do with your strength, that's considered quite restrained.
What are you gonna do with him? I figure the classic lock him up and throw away the key.
I mean, what's the point of that? Why don't we just put him in the vegetable garden?
Impressive technology, though. Especially for something built in a sewer. Sick, you mean? Hard to believe they gave you a run for your money like that. This guy's in bad shape. Okay, let's get him out of here. Can you help them? We'll do our best. Go home, kid. I'll take it from here.
You would think the scenario would give him a very different outlook on how time is very limited and things might not always be the same tomorrow. And if I can quote Genie here, tell her the truth! Ah! So you can tell her everything else. that you like her and all this other shit and ask her for a second chance, but you can't tell her the one thing that will actually save the relationship and show a little bit of mutual trust. Oh, okay. He's definitely a sociopath like his father because he's not feeling any guilt that Rick went through all that despite, you know, well, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Sociopath or teenager? No. Little kids are worse than teenagers. No one is crueler than a 7 or 8-year-old little girl. They are savage as fuck. They will eat your very soul. Mark should have thought about the bros before hoes. Waits before dates. That's where it's at. I love when you've been caught and you're like, whoa, what? I love how women do that. They have limited information and they ask the why to try to get more information than they actually know. Well, it's like any typical story. It tells her his identity. That makes her a target to be taken out by any enemies he makes. Yes, if she fucks up. And if she fucks herself up that way, that's her own fault. But if he doesn't let her know, then that could just make things worse.
Why?
Why? What?
Joseph. Darkwing. War Woman. The others. Why did you do it?
I didn't do anything.
Don't lie to me! I know! I know you killed them, Nolan!
You're drunk. We'll talk about this tomorrow.
She managed to throw the wine bottle without spilling any wine. That is impressive.
Fuck you, Nolan.
Oh! You might want to clear up the Never do that with a glass or a wine bottle. Never. I did it once with the glass. Was not fun. Oh, shit. That's a surprisingly well cut out rectangle. That's
Man, my stepdad could lose his job at the White House for this.
But stop being a wuss, Matt. This is gonna be epic. And when it's all over, we'll be the ones calling the shots.
You sure
Damn it, Rick.
it's gonna work?
You got the schnapps? We dig up the immortal, drink from his skull, and wham! We get his powers. Easy as shit, man.
It's just
Wait, what?
a rumor.
Dude, I saw it on Reddit.
You're fucking me.
Don't believe everything you read on the internet.
Especially Reddit. It's like asking 4chan how to make methamphetamines, but then you accidentally cook up mustard gas instead and end up in the ICU.
Kids.
God damn it. Seriously? Oh man, this ending. So good. Now I'm willing to ask 4chan for a recipe for pancakes. And for some reason, it needs 3-week-old semen. Why 4chan? Why you do this? Man, it's really good. For some reason, I could not find this theme on the Invincible soundtrack on Spotify. I don't know why. For some reason, this effing song is not on the soundtrack for Invincible. I don't know why. I mean, it's the one thing I want. Yet it's not here. Why? And then like one song is out. All right. Quick 3-minute break and we're watching the next one.